It's Week 5 of the NFL. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bengals and the Cards, next on EA Sports.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Work in the middle to the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
To throw, it's Murray. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On first down, it's Benson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Another run here with Benson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. The Bengals are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Running right, here's Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the gun, a give to Brown. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Gun. Dot. 11. Dot.
Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Shoot. Hey.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They run over center with Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marvin Harrison Jr., 56 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Thomas. 11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Option play. Here's a give to Brown. He'll get this down to the 38.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. 2nd and 7.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. On the tackle there was DJ Turner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Go, 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 go.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Now Murray off play action. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Daxton Hill. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's got Harrison left side complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Murray now. Out to the right here to Wilson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Murray. That is caught. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Murray going to throw. Open man here is Benson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start first and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. 11 Thomas.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's second and 10.
12.
Burrow will throw. Got a man. That's shorter. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Let's get set.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Burton.
Hey, we gotta keep
and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An inside give, Brown. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Gun. Stop. 11. Stop.
Dillon now on first and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer. And he lost the football. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. A give up the middle with Benson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray from midfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. To throw is Murray. He completes it to Hunter. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
Here we go.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. 97 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Draw play, Dillon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They give it to Brown. Nifty move. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
That's good for a Cardinal.
Here's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Cardinal.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and goal.
They'll run with Benson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Miles Murphy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll try to run with Benson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Murray's got to have this one. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Burrow. That complete to Shorter. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Here we go.
Chase, the motion man right. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Out left to Dotson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here we go, here we go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Jahan Dotson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray headed back out. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, he finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Oh, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Murray now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And that might just cement it. A return for a late. McPherson now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hunter. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Wilson snags it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Murray going to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Breaks a tackle, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's one. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Murray. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got Burton here. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Third and 3.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. Back.
Burrow looking to pass. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough.